G'day lads, Omji here, Sheshnag Yoga Centre from Tassie. This is my application for the Menergy Facilitation. Also I'd like to participate in Menergy as a volunteer in the kitchen if I do get blessed with the opportunity to facilitate. I'll probably volunteer anyway. My gig is yogic philosophy. That's my specialty. I'm a radiographer by profession. I'm training in MRI, so I'm right into energy and how it functions in relation to my framework and how we're connected to everything. Anatomy is my gig, and yogic philosophy and physiology are my specialty. And my life's basically dedicated to the knowledge of the yogic system, which has within it a subtle energy system that yoga works on, and in that I've become passionate about Sanskrit. So I'm not a musician like Sun, I'm more of an anatomical philosopher or a scientist. Sheshnag.com, Sheshnag Yoga Centre on YouTube. Basically self-awareness could come under the title of Gyan Yoga, which is not the standard form of yoga in today's society, but it's a path of self-inquiry or intuitive knowledge. What I'd like to present a paper on would be the science of mantra. The word mantra even means to transcend the mind. Being a man in this culture today, I find that a lot of our time is expressed through the sympathetic nervous system, which is sort of adrenalized on the fight or flight one, and we're always working or doing something. So I'd like to do a workshop or two on facilitating the opportunity to understand how we as men can bring our awareness and our physiological experience back into the parasympathetic nervous system, because we're always or predominantly focused from start to finish within our day through the sympathetic nervous system. So in that, there is one yogic technique that I recommend to do with alternate nostril breathing. In Sanskrit it's called Nadi Shodhana, and it's a simple technique. I'd like to include that in my workshop. The other thing that I'd like to do is concentrate on appreciating how you feel when the other hemisphere of your brain is functioning, or your hemispheres in your brain are actually balanced. And men like to understand the mechanics of things, so all the yogic techniques, all the empowerment techniques are designed around balancing the hemispheres of the brain. I'd also like to include in there the chanting of some mantras relative to the etheric body, like the bija mantras, which are known as the seed mantras that are housed within the center of each chakra, and how we as men can internalize our awareness and be aware of the vibration through those mantras. So the mantras going up the chakras are something like Lam, Vam, Ram, Yam, Hum, and Om. So it's a little bit of a short meditation to be aware of that energy movement in the body. There's also another one to do with the central channel, and there's 3 mantras there as well. No, I've got a bit of a cold at the moment. Excuse me. The other thing I'd like to talk about is why Menergy. I've been on this path of self-inquiry for about 20 years. Menergy has, in the last year and a half, I've become more aware of how important it is to become more mature as a man, work from the boy psyche implanted in the culture into the mind, into a more masculine, mature expression of masculinity. In that, to be able to, I've been reaching out. I went to the Tasman gathering, and I've been reaching out to other men, connecting with them to try and understand and become more embodied. Menergy is a great opportunity to connect with men and know that I'm normal, and know that what processes you go through as a man are relatively similar for most of us. I like the idea of connecting, a little bit of a pilgrimage, and also the opportunity to just be real and authentic and connect with men on the level. And I think that's what Menergy is all about, as well as doing a lot of techniques to purify our own being and become better humans. So maybe that's my spiel. Hopefully it's not too long. We'll see how we go. Anyway, cheers for the opportunity, Mikey and the crew. Doing a great job, and I hope to see you in October. Peace. Share the world.